Ladies, gentlemen, friends outside of the binary, welcome to the Indonesia Trackmania Cup, the monthly competition for Indonesian players who want to make it big in Trackmania. I'm your host, Reza014. My accompaniment is still on the way home, so he will be joining in a bit later. But yeah, Leviathan will join us soon within the next 30 minutes or so. But yeah, anyways, hello and welcome to the Indonesia Trackmania Cup. So if you have been following the Trackmania scene, you know Indonesia has been one of the most top rising countries in the Trackmania scene, and to the point where of them having this monthly competitions, so that with a pretty decent prize pool as well, 500,000 Indonesia rupiah. And also special for this edition, we have a sponsor. Yes, Logitech G is going to sponsor us for this May edition. So if you want to talk with other Logitech G owners and also just discuss anything about the gaming scene in general, be sure to join the Logitech G Indonesia group on Facebook, !Logitech, to find out more. Anyways, let's take a look at the map pool for this edition of the Indonesia Trackmania Cup. 3 brand new mixed style maps for this edition. We have Polite Decline by Doogie, Polus by Jovan, and also last map from Gaming Gamers is Embankment. 2 of these maps, mainly Polus and Embankment, has identities. So you will see the identity shortly once we are up and running. But yeah, anyways, qualifying is about to start in roughly 1 minute and 30 seconds time. But yeah, hope you have been sitting down, relaxing. So sit back, relax, grab your beverage of choice as we are about to join in on the action. Oh, also almost forgot to mention that aside from the 500,000 Indonesian rupiah prize pool, our friends at Logitech G are also going to give away some merch to the finalists, courtesy of Logitech G Indonesia. So outside of the prize money, they also have some cool swag from Logitech. Anyways, if you need a crash course on the Indonesian scene, let me show you a few of the top players. We have Kuda, who is one of the top players in Indonesia, nay, Asia even. So we recently picked up by Antic Esports alongside his fellow teammate Spark, and is also currently participating in the Trackmania World Tour APAC Regionals, which is also happening alongside this event. So some of these players who are participating in the regionals as well, we have Kuda, we have Etoli and Macaroni. 3 of them also do a bit of an extra training load, so a bit of a handicap because they have to train for both competitions at the same time. But yeah, anyways, qualifying is now starting as we continue to go through the rest of the field. So we have Kuda, and then we also have Etoli, another rising player, although apologies for the internet. But yeah, Etoli playing for Team Equinox alongside his teammate Macaroni, who is also his teammate on the Trackmania World Tour. Other players to note, we have Sky, another player who used to play a bit for the regionals, although not really anymore. But yeah, playing for Asia Overdrive, one of the top 5 players in Indonesia as well. Alongside Stars, who is basically his younger brother, playing for a team called Rotor. Rotor is a team founded by Boeing. Alongside Stars, I think Gaming Gamers, and one of them is PRL. Yep. Although PRL, I'm not sure I see him in this server. Though I'm not sure if he's playing on another server to ease up the load, because there are 2 qualifying servers. So yeah. So each player can join in whatever server they wanted. Their record's still going to be recorded. And other players to note, I think we only have those people in the server. We have Shelav and Mir. So we have around 10 people in this qualifying server. So registrations are still open until 10 minutes into the event. So yeah. Anyways, as of now, Kuda is still not moving, so I'm wondering if there's a problem on his end, but he really needs to set a time soon, because 8 minutes left, so each player has 10 minutes to set the time on each map. So let's follow one player. So Zach is pretty much an outlier here, because he wasn't previously known, but he has been setting some insane times on the campaign leaderboards as of late, and also has been recently playing in a couple of days as well. Recently also joined in on the Indonesia Discord server. So yeah, this is his first time participating in the Indonesia Trackmania Cup. So playing on the first map, which is a Polite Decline by Doogie, a pretty high difficulty mixed style map with this interesting, risky finish. So that is 55.6 by Zach. We are missing a few faces though. We don't have Gaming Gamers joining in. He normally joins in some matches, but he's not playing on this edition, since he's also made a map for this edition for the Indonesia Trackmania Cup, and he said that to make it fair, he's gonna sit out for this edition of the Indonesian Trackmania Cup. Let's see what's happening to Kuda. Oh, Kuda is now moving, so he is about to set a time. Already 0.6 ahead of everyone else. Yeah, Kuda is an entirely different beast in the Indonesian scene. As you can see, he probably has some secret strats that no one has thought about in this map. We have around 5. Oh, unfortunate for Kuda, they're missing the bridge. Missing the plastic bridge. Oh, and that is 6th on the leaderboard at the moment. So we will have to see. Kuda gonna have to improve that time. He needs to set at least one clean run. So at the moment, your leader on the leaderboard as well is currently Sky. Oh, failing that run, they're having to respawn. Yeah, let's see Kuda again. Is he going to go for another run? But yeah, this map made by Doogie. A lot of combinations of there's a lot of plastic for this map, so pretty interesting thing to see. We haven't really seen a lot of like mostly plastic maps in the Indonesian Trackmania Cup. Oh, I don't know, if I miss them, do let me know, because I do have a short-term memory, so I don't really remember. Anyways, yeah, Kuda is trying to set a clean run, currently 0.4 ahead of Sky on a previous checkpoint. Turning left and right into the finish, we have that weird little transition that somehow works. And now Kuda is going to set a 54.098, almost beating his PB, the number 2, 54.042. So that's a pretty good starting time by Kuda, 1 second ahead of everyone. So we need to see if anyone else is going to catch up. We have around 3.5 minutes left till this first map is completed. So the seeding is going to be total combined times from each of the maps. The fastest total time from each map will determine the seeding, which will be done through the bracket, which will decide how the bracket phase is going to look like. So Kuda is currently not moving, so we'll see if we can watch some other people. We have Sky currently going for a run, not really having the best of time. Yeah, he's losing 0.2 of a second there into hitting the wall there on the third section. But yeah, let's see another player that we haven't really seen a lot. We have Silav as well, another Indonesian player. I think we both met on the LAN event previous month. So a lot of these players, a lot of these players did play on the first ever Indonesian hosted LAN event on an event known as Comic Frontier. So the members, so the Trackmania Indonesia peeps hosted a small time attack LAN event on a booth. And yeah, some of these players did play. I think a majority of these players did play. So unfortunately, the winner from that LAN event, Majiwan, is nowhere to be seen in this server. So I think, if I remember correctly, he is currently busy with his studies because it's roughly around exam week for Majiwan as well. So he's focusing on his studies. But yeah, second place on that LAN event, we have Etoli, trying his best to post a good time. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be a clean run that one time. He will only have one attempt to do a run. Although with this internet, it's unsure whether or not. Yeah, unfortunately, that's his run dead. That's just a -2 second run wasted there. Unfortunate for Eto. Not sure if Macaroni has enough time. It's probably not gonna have enough time since it's 30 seconds left, and he's still on this very first section of the track. Good time though, but unfortunately he's not gonna be able to make it to the end. So currently our current standings as of the map number 1 looks to be set. So we have Kuda topping the leaderboard, almost 1 second ahead of Sky on this first map. So we go to the next map pretty soon. And second map is going to be Polus, made by Jovan. Another map for this edition. This is one of the two maps with an identity. Also, say hello to the Amogus there on your right-hand side. But yeah, let's watch someone. Let's watch Eto as he tries to. Oh, never mind. I keep forgetting Eto has some weird internet issues. So let's watch Sky for this first run. Once again, say hello to the Amogus. So yeah, a very transitional, tech-heavy map by Jovan. So we turn left over here and right into this cruise control section, right, and then another reactive boost into this dirt section, quick right to left, reducing the airtime as we continue through the dirt, and now transitioning to another road section, drift here, and to the left as we see Jovan also playing for this edition. So right and left into this pretty smooth grass section and into the identity, which is a right-left slalom here. You're gonna have to risk a lot on this identity, just like what Jovan did on also with the risky fin right there. You need to avoid those pillars to be able to cross risky fin over there. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be working for Jovan. He set a 1 minute 10. So we currently have some people already setting a time. We have Zak currently second on the leaderboard with 58.9. Oh, Eto is not moving. So let's watch Kuda here. After singing Country Roads in the chat, let's see if that works. If it works here, it would be a very incredible strategy indeed. Very smooth flying there by Kuda, already 0.1 ahead of the time that Jovan set on that checkpoint. Unfortunately hitting the tree, therefore having to respawn and abandon that run. Right, another attempt by Kuda. Very smooth line through the reactor. Outside line dirt and then quick right to left, reducing the airtime. Oh, hitting the wall. Losing a lot of speed. Oh, he has to set a time, so I think he'll probably do that first before setting any improvements, because that's normally what players would do whenever they do a qualifying run, since qualifying runs are time attacks. So let's see, through the identity, right, left, into the risky fin, hitting the pillars, unfortunate by Kuda. 57.6 by Kuda there. Let's see someone else who hasn't set a time. It's Sky. Trying to go through this third section right here. Currently fourth provisionally, or third provisionally in the current checkpoint. Having to abandon that run there because of... Also, Eto did a personal best. I just missed that, but yes, indeed. 56.2. by Eto. That's another PB, and also putting him right up top of the leaderboard with 6 minutes to go here on this map. But as I mentioned here, this map is one of the two maps that has an identity at the end. Also, another fun fact, 2 of the maps with identities are made by Indonesian mappers, so I think we already kind of see how the mapping style of Indonesia is going to look like over the next few months of this event. I knock on wood, I mean. But anyways, Sky currently with a 56.012 there, failing a bit on the identity. Not really having a smooth entry into that risky fin. But as I mentioned, some of these players are also participating in the APAC regionals that are also happening alongside this event, like Eto, who just set a 55.048. That's also another PB, beating his PB by I think 1 second, and putting him up there on the first. Take a bow for Eto, because, well, yeah. You know, the jitters are still happening. The jitters are still happening because, you know, that's a very spicy PB right there. But yeah, Etoli so far doing very good. Unfortunately, some of the other players haven't really set a clean time as of yet. We're seeing Sky trying to do another run here with 4 minutes to go, hitting the wall again, having to respawn. Yeah, that outside dirt has been the main source of problems for some of these players. Outside of the identity, of course. Let's see Kuda. Oh, Kuda is still trying to go through the identity. Very clean, but unfortunately, yeah, it's not gonna work for him. But yeah, currently you're watching the qualifiers for the Indonesia Trackmania Cup May 2023 edition. This tournament happens monthly at the final Sunday of every month. We also have a dedicated Indonesia broadcast courtesy of our friends over at Twitch Indonesia community. So if you prefer watching this broadcast in Bahasa Indonesia, apabila Anda tertarik untuk menonton ini dalam Bahasa Indonesia, silakan menuju twitch.tv/Twitch Indonesia. Anyways, current PB by Kuda is still 57.634. That still puts him 5th on the map leaderboard at the moment, as Jovan already setting a 53.598. Wow. So we see the mapper getting the advantage. Jovan, of course, playing for Killing Esports Racing Southeast, a Southeast Asia-based team formed by Quicksilver Vorian, and also now active in Trackmania, and also recently expanded to Europe with recent signings such as Eva and Kvik, who sadly didn't make it into the EU regionals due to seeding. But yeah, let's see. Left, right, left, right, left. Smooth identity there by Jovan through the risky finish. Fine, smooth and sound. And let's see, Kuda's PB right now is a 54.169. Unfortunate for Kuda there. Let's follow some other people. Let's follow Zach. We haven't seen Zach in a while. Oh, unfortunately, as soon as we watch him, he bonked the wall there, having to abandon his run. And I think he's not gonna have enough time here, since there's only 45 seconds. So I think right now, unless there are some last minute Hail Mary attempts, the standings are gonna... Oh! We have Sky with a 53.468 there. Really, really solid PB there, putting him first on the seeding for this map. But as I was saying, unless there are some last minute Hail Mary runs, the standings are pretty much set in stone, so we can pretty much move over into map number 3. So yeah, that was map number 2, Polus, and now we're going to move over into map number 3. But yeah, map number 3, as mentioned, it's a map by Gaming Gamist, who decided to step down for the time being for this edition because he's the mapper, so he doesn't really want to give the map advantage for everyone to make it fair. But yeah. And there's hello to Leviathan in the chat. He will be joining the commentary box soon. So prepare for the Leviathan jump scare in the VC. Anyways, map number 3 is Embankment by Gaming Gamers with a very interesting identity. You thought the previous map had an interesting identity? Oh my, this one is even more. Alright, let's follow Sky for his first attempt of his run. Yeah, so very smooth mix style. We have a bit of a dirt, so a lot of mix right here. We have some platform segments, we have some grass, dirt here, and also we have a water section over here. So yeah, ride the wall right here, and then keeping all that speed into this small little transition, into this little poolside section, into a bobsleigh. So you got every little surface being showcased in this map. Gaming Gamers here turned out to be a pretty good mapper, and here you go, the identity. So we have narrow bridge over here, bit of poolside, narrow bridge, into this embankment slalom, and into another narrow section into the finish. And there you go, that was Embankment by Gaming Gamers. A bit dank if you ask me. Also, this map is the longest map ever made on Indonesia Trackmania Cup, with the author time being around 104-ish. But yeah, that was your crash course to this map of Embankment. Let's watch Kuda at the moment. Trying to set his first time. Very smooth into the transition there. Into the dirt and the water section. Let's see if he has something hidden up his sleeves. Looks like he's following the same idea as the others, doing the wall bang on that water section. And let's see how he fares through the identity. So far he's 1 second ahead of everyone. Let's see if he can get the first clean run through the identity. Oh my god, that is very clean. And 105.598 is our first clean run on Embankment. What an amazing run. And I think that also beats his PB. So his previous PB was 105.895. Now we just swap a few numbers around to become 105,598. Let's follow Sky right now, since I think Kuda has pretty much satisfied with that run. Therefore, just spinning in the it's pretty much doing the thing. Alright, let's see if Sky can answer to that. Unfortunately, hitting that corner there into the water section entry. Saying hi to Kuda, who is doing his thing as he continues to do another run. Ooh, currently on PB pace for Sky. Still pretty good run. 5th provisionally on the attempt. .1 ahead. So far so good for Sky. I see some nice words there on with Kuda regarding the identity. Well, you're so far the first person who got it clean through the identity. But yeah, anyways, unfortunate for Sky there, he had to abandon his run. Let's follow some other people here. Let's follow Etoli with that beautiful Equinox skin that lights up every time you hit the brakes. Like, I like the way that the Equinox skin lights up every time the brake button is pressed. It's beautiful. Look at that. Yeah. Okay, so far ahead of everyone on that checkpoint there. Okay, Etoli went through that wall ride much longer than everyone else, so not sure if he has another trick up his sleeve. Oh, fading onto that transition there. Yeah, it's a pretty tight transition. If you have to be careful with that pretty much corner section at the end right there. So we have 4.5 minutes left until this map ends, and after that we have pretty much went through all of the maps that are gonna be played on this edition of Indonesia Trackmania Cup. So Eto unfortunately still not able to improve on his time right there. So if you look at the leaderboard right now, currently Kuda is ahead with 105,598. Sky second place with 107,919. I think Kuda so far the only player in the lobby to be able to set a clean run, really, especially through the identity, that very high risk identity. Unlike anything we've seen on any maps with any competitive maps with identities. But in case you're just joining us, a quick crash course on who these players are. So we have the one and only Kuda, recently picked up by Antic Esports for their Trackmania World Tour campaign. Currently also playing in the APAC regionals, where that also happens around the same time as this event. So tomorrow at around 1 p.m. Western Indonesia time, that's GMT +7. They will be playing again for day 2 of the APAC regionals. Another player is playing in the regionals. Eto recently got knocked out, I think. Yeah, Eto got knocked out unfortunately, but yeah, 3 Indonesian representatives in the Trackmania World Tour regionals. Eto asking in the chat who made this map. That will be Gaming Gamist. But yeah, Etoli, his teammate for the regional world, for the world tour is Macaroni. Okay, not unfortunately not a clean identity, but still improves on his PB. That's a 112.558. That should put him on 6th for this map. Zak, meanwhile, takes the second place with a 107.575. Amazing run there by Zak. Still 2 seconds behind Kuda, which is he's definitely on another level, this Kuda guy. At the moment, yeah, I think he's pretty happy with that time. So let's see if Zak can improve on that. We have 1 minute left, so all these players are going to be on their last runs. Unfortunately for Zak, he botched that very early. Let's see if Jovan is still up for the task. He is at the moment 0.2 ahead of his current personal best. Unfortunately hitting that wall there, so had to abandon that run and proceeds to do the spinnen on the start. But yeah, GG's to all players. Our seeding has been done. So yeah, about 30 seconds left, but I wouldn't think people would have enough time to do another run. So yeah, so currently, oh, never mind. I see a 106.9 by Sky. Wow, that's gonna be second place for him. But yeah, that is your seeding for this. That is your seeding for the Indonesia Trackmania Cup. Well done. Congratulations to everyone who qualified. So I think we have around 10 players registered for the Indonesia Trackmania Cup for this month. I'm pretty much sure that that everyone here, everyone who registered has pretty much qualified. But there you go. That was your qualifying for the Indonesia Trackmania Cup. So yeah, what an interesting qualifying so far. So off we go to the bracket phase. So we are going to wait for that while the servers are being prepared. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this. again, we are back, and finally Leviathan is with us. So say hello, Leviathan.
Finally. Hi guys, what's up?
Yeah, how ready are you for this match?
This match right here, I'm
Yeah,
super ready. I just got back, so I'm very excited to see what's gonna unfold. It's gonna be really fun to watch. So yeah.
yeah. Okay, yeah. So I think we're gonna take the moment to explain who made it through. So we have match one, currently being casted by the Indonesian casters. We have Stars, Kuda, and Sayalaf in that match. So now we're gonna be watching match number two, which has Syntax, whose new name is now Bean Bean Bin. And also we have Mir and Sky. The other two matches are pretty much a bye with Jovan and Macaroni in match 3, and Zak and Etoli in match number 4. So we are going to watch this match right now. So already pretty spread out for this particular map.
Yeah, we're already starting here, and we can see that Sky has made a really big gap, I think, to second and third.
Oh,
But it doesn't seem like second and third is gonna be pretty far off from each other.
Syntax there making a bit of a
course.
mistake there, and as does Mir. So Syntax having to take the safe route there. But yeah, out in front, Sky takes home the first 10 points. So yeah, I think this match is going to be pretty straightforward. We're not going to be able to see, we're not going to be seeing any like crazy matches until around much later.
Yeah, we have a lot of matches that will be really interesting to watch coming. We have some players that are, still out of place, I would say. Like, having how do I say it? Like the top players from Indonesia play against each other, which is probably going to happen in the grand final, of course.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
the next matches are also pretty intense to watch because now with more players getting better at the game, it's going to be even more fun to watch as we go on to the semifinals and so on.
Yeah, indeed, because like the rise in skill, the Indonesian region has pretty much seen one of the most meteoric rises out of all the APAC countries. Like we've seen a lot of new players coming in, and they're also like pretty active. So I think we safe to say that we have like pretty much the most active community out of like all of the APAC scene.
Yeah, thanks to the efforts of the Indonesian community as well with these competitions, events, and so on. So keeping the community alive and, not bored with the campaign itself in the game.
Yeah, exactly.
There are a few other things that the players can do, which is this one of which is, the ITC. We have some mapping stuff also, I think, at one point. And yeah, a lot of the community is basically now almost sustained, like they could sustain it themselves, like we don't really have to do much, and
exactly,
they are already like, it's like a really nicely like tight-knit community. Everyone knows each other, everyone's just enjoying the game.
Yeah, indeed.
Everyone's just playing Trackmania for what it is.
Indeed, and especially when we had like that one little LAN event that we hosted like about a month ago, not a month ago, like not that far ago, where like we have like 20 people like just joining our booth and set it past the slime, like just to showcase Trackmania as a game and as a community. So pretty interesting to see like how far the Indonesian community has developed. Really,
it was really cool to see these people IRL. So,
yeah.
when you're online most of the time with these communities, you just kind of know them by their aliases and profile pictures and so on, So you don't really have this sort of like, how do I say, like a physical idea of what they are? Like, do they really exist? Are they AI or something? So, yeah, being able to meet these players, these just community members, it's a joy to see. Like we have, or the Indonesian community have built some sort of a community that's willing enough to, appear IRL, I guess.
Yeah, and Kelva there has posted the link to the tweet. Yeah, so those are some of our faces. But yeah, it's very amazing to see, like, to finally be able to see these people in person, like, you know, finally seeing a Leviathan in person, seeing
Told you I was an AI.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Like yeah, seeing Kuda in person, like I don't know if Kuda is AI or not, but apparently I know he's a real person and he just really cracked the
He's
Trackmania.
tall. He's pretty tall.
Yeah, Kuda is very
Kuda
tall.
was pretty tall.
Kuda is tall. Like I didn't really realize like how short I am amongst the players.
He was like, I don't know how to describe. He was just tall. But yeah, I was kind of surprised. It was really cool to see. But Syntax was also surprisingly tall.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I never really thought because like especially when we know that like they're like most of these people are way younger than me and already being able to see that, you know, wow, these people grow much faster than I do. Now I'm pretty much stuck in like this 170 centimeters.
I think that we're having some sort of our own tangent now, so we're not really focusing on the game. So we should go back into the game. I think now we're going to the map 2. Sky, of course, being ahead in first position, and I think the second place is being contested really well here by both Mir and Bin or Syntax. Yeah. So it's really just a fight for second this time around because, of course, as you know, Sky's performance is quite
yeah. So these two
great,
players are definitely the ones to like watch for this match at the very least, since we already know that Sky is definitely gonna qualify. Knock on wood. But
one of the players ever.
Yeah, one of the players ever. Yeah.
But yeah, if we want to keep on going on tangents, I was in the back rooms today.
Huh?
I found the back rooms. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll post it on cast if you want to take a look.
Sure.
If you'd like to show it to stream, go for it. Look, that's me. It's I was on the back. Do you see this? I found the back rooms.
That is certainly that's certainly a back rooms. Yeah. Indeed.
Yeah. So it was interesting to see the back rooms IRL. I thought it was just a concept made by memers online, but apparently it's real, guys.
Anyways, round 1 is starting. We're gonna watch Mir at the moment. So pretty much we're gonna be close fight between him and Bin, aka Syntax, sporting that beautiful Anchol skin.
Oh yeah, that is one beautiful skin. Look at the details. Anchol could really pay for the sponsor spot. Anyway, yeah, Sky now.
Yeah, unfortunately, Syntax kind of crashed there, so he's out of contention. But Mir's slowly closing in to Sky.
Yeah, Mir isn't too far off the pace from Sky actually, as I say that he's now 1 second behind, so he's now not too close anymore. But at the beginning there, I think at the maybe a third of the track at the beginning, he was pretty close.
He's the closest that can at least take on Sky in this lobby. That's like the very least.
We'll have to see if he takes the. Oh no, he respawned.
Yeah, no, it's failed the identity.
Okay, he's going again. Slows down. Okay, clips the thing.
Come on,
he's trying his best. Come on, Mir, you can do it.
There you
Let's go.
And straight into the hole. Straight into that middle pool hole there.
This map is beautiful, by the way. I've just seen it played just now. Actually, when I got back, I saw this map played on qualifications, and I think the identity is beautiful. Like it's just really fun to watch. I'm very sure it's really difficult to do for the players, you know, especially if you want to do it fast. But as a spectator,
especially
it's a lot of fun to watch.
Especially me as someone who tested the map, like I was pretty skill checked with that final identity. So yeah. Oh, I think Mir got a bit of a teleport there. I think he has a bit of internet issues. Oh yeah, no, unfortunate for Mir there, having some internet.
He's gonna somehow probably teleport way ahead. Who knows? But for now, we see Syntax on second place. Sky, of course, in first.
We have a funny water moment right there with Syntax there.
Oh. You were watching. I was watching Mir when you were watching Syntax. He did a sick 360 on the water.
Boy.
But yeah, so we're just seeing Sky here, keeping
Yeah.
it clean through the identity now.
Yeah, that's how you do the identity there. Sky continues his streak. So points limit is 70, so he needs one more win to get the finalist mode.
We still have a fight on our hands for the second position, as now Syntax adds 7 points to his name. 27 to, I think, yeah, 35. So it's getting closer between both of those players. So it'll be really interesting to see, especially on the next map, how they will do. Because it seems like it's just going down to who makes the least amount of mistakes.
Indeed, yeah. So since this map is pretty hard to get consistent anyway, so like yeah, it's only down to like who's gonna make the least mistakes. Cause like yeah, as mentioned earlier, this map is hard, like really hard. Oh, not a good line there by Syntax. Still slowly catching to Mir right there. Into the water by Mir. Oh, that's a weird teleport. If I ever see one.
We could go back to talking about some stuff.
Yeah.
Not a lot is happening right now, but we'd really love to see how these bottom two players can show themselves here and make it to the next part of the bracket. So, yeah, since Syntax is now on the third, he's trying his best to go on. So,
most of these
cleaner
people,
identity.
Yeah,
wow.
you can kind of take this as kind of like a warm up round, I guess. Like some of these people, some of these people they're in it just for the fun of it. Like it's just the best thing about the Indonesia Trackmania Cup. Like it's just not everyone enters just to win. Like everyone enters just to have fun. Just for the spirit of the competition. But of course we do have people who are eyeing for that 250,000 Indonesian rupiah grand prize for the first place. But yeah, as we see, Sky has already gotten a finalist, so he just needs to score that win pretty easily to get that the first spot in the in the semifinals. Sorry. But yeah, once we get into the semifinals, oh boy, the things are gonna start cooking.
Yeah, talking about cooking, right? For those who don't really know how the exchange rates work here, 250,000 rupiah means that you could get what? around 5 burgers and a drink in McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, which is quite a lot, I think, in this economy here, at least. So, it is a prize that they will really want to be fighting for, especially the top players with Kuda, and we have Sky now and Jovan as well. Eto is showing really good pace as well. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be really interesting to see the grand final later on, but as we go on, we see
Sky has already secured his first spot in the semifinals, so GG's to Sky. So now it's gonna be down to these two people. Also, don't forget to say hello to the Amogus on the right hand side.
Hello, Amogus.
Hello, Amogus. Pleased to meet you.
Wait, how much is Coke in rupiah? Like 3,000, right?
3,000, yeah, 3,000 rupiah for like a bottle, like the small 300 milliliter bottle of Coke. Yeah.
So you can get 83 of those, Sam Kim.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know.
I don't know why you would need 83 bottles of Coke, but well, do you?
I do not condone. 300 milliliters, but I do not condone drinking a lot of sugary drinks. It can cause issues in the end. But that's not a lot.
I'm not sure which one is correct, but yeah.
Is it 300? I just bought one right here. How many? Yeah, 390 milliliters. So
Yeah.
around 400 milliliters. It's not bad
Hmm.
for that much of Coke. But yeah, Sky already winning, by the way. So now we only have the two players left on this game here. I think we got onto our own tangent and we kind of forgot that Sky won. So
I
um,
mentioned it just briefly there, but yeah.
oh yeah.
Next up is this map by Jovan with a pretty interesting identity. Mir with an interesting line. I haven't seen that before.
A beautiful scenery as well by Jovan. He took quite a while working on the scenery, so it did work out in the end, though.
Yeah,
Which looks, I think,
it makes
stunning. Yeah.
all the weight worth it. Because like as we know, this map was like the last map being added to the map pack. But yeah, totally worth it with this beautiful scenery.
But yeah, it's a really close race here, actually,
Yeah,
between Mir and.
Syntax.
I should have
no.
not said that. I should have not said that. I'm gonna stay silent next time when they're really close. How much is 1 month of rent in a decent-ish one-room apartment? It depends where you are. If you are in the city or like the metropolitan area in Jakarta, you wouldn't even be able to pay for that. No. I don't know. How much is it? Like 4 million?
I'm not
In
really I'm not really good at
Metro.
I'm not really that up to date with the latest housing prices over here.
I'll check for Zam. I will be checking for you, Zam.
Leviathan doing actual research here in the commentary
Apartment
booth.
prices in Jakarta. Well, it really depends again on the position. Okay.
Yeah, as Leviathan does his research, but yeah, still very close round in between the two. Oh, Syntax there not having a good line through this. Yikes. Okay, anyways, continuing on, moving on to Mir. Mir currently up ahead. Syntax, unfortunately, with that full stop, is currently 7 seconds behind.
All right. So the rent is unbelievable. It's way. I think.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, Syntax doing even more mistakes, so that's gonna be another win by Mir, taking that risky fin safe. The safe risky fin, as I like to call it.
We have Mir now with 69 points. Nice. Which puts him 1 point away from finalist, while Syntax still lags behind Mir with 41 points. So it seems like Mir might be able to end everything here, or maybe soon.
Yeah. And are we moving to another map, or
is this a server issue? Let's give it a second. Oh, yep, there it is.
Looks like a server issue. Oh, Mir is not moving. Would you mind checking over the chat and see if anyone needs some pausing? Because it doesn't seem to be that Mir is moving.
Oh no, yeah. Oh, he seemed to have DNF, so and Syntax
Uh-oh.
seemed to have disconnected as well. This is a really weird situation.
Okay.
Okay, for a second there I thought I was AFK. Oh, Syntax disconnected while Mir has it. Oh, and Mir has finished second? So I guess okay. All right. What?
Something did happen. Something did happen.
What the heck? Anyway, Sky won the match and Mir takes second, so they both go through and we see Syntax not going through, which is very sad to see, but yeah. That is a very interesting way to end a match.
Very unfortunate way to end that match as well. Let's see if there are some matches still ongoing. I think all the matches are done. think yeah, all matches are pretty much done. So yeah, we are probably going to go to another small break. Wait, is because I'm seeing that match one is still ongoing, but I think it just ended. I'm not really sure over here. It hasn't really been updated on the thing who won even. Let's see. Okay, so on match number one, uh, it is Kuda and Stars who made it through. Unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to Selaf there. So yeah, two players have been eliminated from this quarterfinals. So as we wait for the next round to start, we'll be going on a short break. But in the meantime, sit back, enjoy the XDDing piano time, and we'll be back when we have the next matches ready. And we are back with the Indonesia Trackmania Cup, sponsored by Logitech G.
Yeah, Logitech G, guys, which is one of the biggest manufacturer for like gaming peripherals, right? One of the best as well.
Yeah. I do have my Logitech G right here, like this pretty decent gaming keyboard, like mechanical one as well. Like I like it. I like mechanical keyboards a lot, to the point where I actually bought the blue switch. Actually, never mind. I did buy a blue switch Logitech G keyboard by accident. So since I never thought it would sound that clicky, so that's just me not understanding mechanical keyboards in the first place. Accidentally buying the loudest of the clicky keyboards. But yeah, it's still a pretty good keyboard. Holds up pretty well for 2 years already. Pretty loving my Logitech G keyboard right here.
Yeah, like even my beautiful voice that you guys are hearing right now is being transmitted through the microphone of a Logitech headset, which is the Logitech G Pro X, which I really love personally. Such a great headset. And yeah, Logitech, guys, sick sponsor, sick peripherals. Looking for a new gamepad? They got it.
Thank you,
Looking
Logitech.
for a new keyboard, looking for a new mouse, anything under the sun, they probably have it.
Yeah.
Plus
Logitech. But yeah, if you
plus,
want
plus
to,
Logitech.
if you're from Indonesia and you want to talk with all the other Logitech G peripheral owners, like you can of course join the Logitech G Indonesia Facebook group. Link in the chat right now, or exclamation mark Logitech in the chat. But anyways, I think we are ready for the next round, which is the semifinals. So players who have qualified to the semifinals, we have on the match that we're currently spectating, we have Kuda, Zach, Mir, and Macaroni. Zach, as I mentioned earlier in the qualifier, he's pretty new. However, we've seen him a lot on the campaign leaderboards, and he's been cracking some sick times over there, and is very glad to finally be able to see him competing for the first time. Like, he actually joined the Indonesian Discord like for the first time around a few weeks ago. But yeah, one of the rising stars in the Trackmania Indonesia community, indeed.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been sensational, I think. Just randomly popping up here and there in the leaderboard, and now he's already playing ITC. Really cool to see. It's great to see, new players, new names appear, and, being a part of the community. So, yeah, would love to see how he will fare in his first ITC here. He's looking really good, though. I've seen the qualifications earlier, and he had some really good
some very sick
performances
times.
over there.
Yeah, I actually met Zach on one random cover day earlier, and it's pretty good. It was a full speed cover day nonetheless, but he set some sick rounds, like actually almost winning the division that we're both in. So amazing. And I almost forgot it's still warm up. But yeah, as we I will still continue to warm up. We have
it's alright.
Yeah, on another match.
Happens to the best casters.
Yeah, on another match we have Jovan, Stars, Etoli, and Sky. So another pretty stacked match on the other side, which is currently being casted over at our official Indonesian cast over at the Twitch Indonesia channel.
Yeah, by two beautiful casters as well, Indomart and Tao Theory, both of which have really great energy when they cast, so it's a lot of fun to also hear them cast. The only downside is maybe you guys are here because you guys can't speak Bahasa, so it doesn't really matter.
Exactly. Anyways, round one is beginning, so still pretty I think we're now going to see like a lot of the players are starting to be have a very tight rounds as we see. Unfortunately, Macaroni having another one of those lags.
Kuda now with a good lead, I think, ahead of both Zach and Mir.
Yeah.
Macaroni seems to be lagging a little bit here. I'm seeing him lag around, and he's 8 seconds behind. So yeah, now the battle is between second and third, and the thunder outside of my house is absolutely crazy.
Oh yeah, I'm hearing that as well. Like yeah, I think it's starting to rain a lot, so I think it pretty much has affected some of these people's internet. So yeah.
Yeah, especially who live within our vicinity. But other than that, we can see now Kuda winning his first round, getting 10 points for him. Zach also bagging 7 points and Mir bagging 5 points. Macaroni, though, seemingly having issues with the identity itself, but he's making it, so he bags himself 3 points at the end. Okay, on to our second round. I hope you didn't disconnect, Resir.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm still
Okay.
here. I'm just very quiet.
Okay, yeah, on to our second round now. Kuda now with another advantage. Oh, never mind. And Zach, Macaroni, and Mir all overtake Kuda. Kuda on 4th place, surprisingly. And
Oh,
Bonk. So
Bonks.
now the round is going to be a fight between Macaroni and Zach, it seems. No, or Zach
Mir.
and Mir. Macaroni also bonking there. So now we have Zach and Mir on first and second, respectively. Will they be able to secure
Not
first
a good
place?
line there by Mir.
Yeah, Zach seems to be doing really good here. He has his lines down. Maybe some micro adjustments that's not there. That's why he's not as fast as Kuda. But he is doing really, really well to be able to dodge these holes and make it to the finish.
No, hitting the pillar on the left.
Kuda still takes first, so I'm gonna stop jinxing. The caster curse is very real. I am very sorry. I would like to apologize to all the viewers watching at home right now, but sadly, these things do happen. It's out of my control. And Zach now finishes third, so he bags 5 points instead. Yikes.
Oh, I think some more internet things, but yeah, still very close in points wise. So we have Zach and Mir tied for second. I thought I saw someone messing up their first jump here, but not.
Kuda seems to mess up his first jump. No, I see him like.
Yeah, I think I just saw a sliver of like a mess up on the left hand side of my screen there briefly.
Yeah. Zach now on first position. Kuda is catching up to him, and he is looking for the overtake. He goes on the outside line, a much better exit as well. So he takes first now. Zach back to second. Macaroni right behind him, and Mir having some maybe technical issues, putting him in fourth right now.
I think he's still fine, but yeah, some of these players have, I think, are starting to see the internet issues arise. Like, yeah, this is just normal whenever. This is just normal in Indonesia, okay? Like, some of these people are inevitably going to have internet issues, so you're gonna be seeing a lot of these people lag and teleport around. Hopefully not teleport around, but yeah, a lot of these people often lag, as demonstrated there by Macaroni briefly. But yeah, so far the rounds are still very close. So 19, 15, and 11 points, only 8 points separates the second to fourth place player. So we're gonna be seeing some pretty spicy. Oh, someone's jumping off there.
Seems like Mir made the mistake at the start there, so now he's back on fourth. Kuda, Macaroni, and Zach on their own pack now. Kuda leading the pack, of course, as per usual, and Zach bonks the wall. So
yeah, unlucky.
Macaroni takes second place from Zach. Well, Zach now looks to overtake for third again, and he does. So a little fight here with Mir. He comes out ahead. Macaroni still trying to catch up to Kuda, but Kuda, of course, being the horse himself, he is a monster when it comes to
Kuda being Kuda, yeah.
Good at Trackmania, yeah.
Kuda is like on an entirely different level compared to these players. Oh. So like,
talking about that.
Did I just jinx Kuda?
No, you didn't.
No,
don't worry about it.
Okay, Yeah, this identity is really mixing things up.
Yeah, there could have been some upsets, but those upsets did not happen. So we're still on route to our normal positions in the end.
Incredible stuff we're seeing here as we are being moved to the next map, which is which is uh Embankment by Gaming Gamers. And yes, Kuda Jinkak, players are expected to put forth their best effort in all races and compete at the best of their ability. Maybe it's time for you to start putting that into practice, Kuda guy.
Exactly. Like what Kuda said in chat, it is very important that all players put in their best for the entertainment as well. So, yeah.
But yeah,
You
anyways.
better.
Yeah, this next map is definitely gonna be the part where we see like just the regular players from the pros are gonna be separated by that identity at the end.
Yeah, with that identity at the end, I think we're gonna see the difference between a professional and a semi-professional or amateur player. It's gonna be really interesting to see how Kuda does it compared to the other players here. Zach here might be able to show some good times as well, as I have seen on the qualifications. So it's gonna be very, very intriguing to see how the fight goes on this map.
But yeah, times are definitely one thing, but being able to nail that identity consistently is another. As we demonstrate with as we can probably demonstrate with Kuda, who has had some experience with like playing maps with identities, as we see him just streak forward past everyone else, as we see Mir and Macaroni are trailing behind. Mir is trying to hold off Macaroni there, but Zach still trying to chase off Kuda, but Kuda is still far ahead. Meanwhile, at the back, Macaroni kind of pull away from Mir right there.
Oh, and Kuda makes a mistake, and also, of course, Zach makes a mistake. So now Kuda is back up to first, but they are much closer than before. So this identity might shake things up a bit, and it has shaken things indeed. Up. And Zach takes first place, and Kuda takes second with his mistake. Mir and Macaroni right behind, finishing third and fourth respectively. Right, Macaroni? Yep.
Yep, Macaroni is in fourth place. So yeah, another shake-up there happening. Wow, what an incredible run that we're seeing. Unfortunately, there for Kuda, he just fails the identity there at the beginning of the identity there. But yeah, it is what it is. And
it is what it is indeed.
As Zach, we see Zach unfortunately not having the best of starts at the moment, so all the way down in second place right now. Sorry, third place, not second place. What is my eyes seeing?
If you're not seeing Trackmania, then I do not know. So it better be Trackmania. Kuda now still on first position. Mir trailing behind him, and Zach making a mistake early on, so he is on third place. He looks to overtake Mir here. Will he be able to do it? We will have to see. It might come down to the identity, as that part, I think Zach will be able to nail it down better compared to Mir.
Oh, getting that penalty sand though.
Yeah, slowing him down, which gives Mir the advantage. Can Mir make a clean identity to keep second place? Zach closing in, and Kuda seems to have respawn, and he still has respawn again. Zach misses the finish, and Mir takes first place, so giving himself 10 points. That's gonna be really important now.
Oh my god, that round is a comedy of errors there. We see Kuda flying off to the sky. We see Zach just failing to enter that final narrow bridge, and in the end it is Mir who gets that 10 points. What a round.
One around, indeed, seeing things just happen on the identity, as this map has promised us since the beginning with an identity like that. So being able to keep it consistently, as you have said before, is going to be really important. And Kuda seems to be struggling a little bit in terms of consistency on that part. So the other players might be able to, take the advantage, take the, the get the stick pass to them, and then
Yeah.
they take first place.
Okay, at the moment, we're seeing two groups here with Macaroni and Mir, and then at the front we have Kuda and Zach.
Zach just waiting for another mistake from Kuda. Kuda keeping his lead now with a really clean ice or bobsleigh entry there. Really fast through here. Really nice drift as well. I'm not trying to jinx him. I'm just commentating over what he's trying to do. Onto the identity now. Will he be able to do it cleanly this time? Yes, he does. He makes it onto the last part, and yes, he finishes first.
Oh.
Zach makes it to second. Macaroni seems to be taking a little dip on a summer day vacation, and Mir takes third out of nowhere, where Macaroni was trying to take third there.
Oh my.
That is, yeah, interesting rounds here. We have
one
a
of the
close
rounds,
positions.
definitely.
Yeah, definitely. We see Kuda now with 64 points, so he is just 6 points shy of finalists, so he might be able to close it off here. I mean, onto finalists, and Macaroni seems to have internet issues now.
Yeah.
Zach still on second place, trying to hunt down Kuda on this map. Of course, Kuda with the advantage that he has, the experience that he has as well, natural talent and ability to a degree, I would say. He is.
Oh.
Without mistakes, he will be able to make it or to finish first. So yeah, we'll have to see how that pans out. Kuda with a little bit of a mistake.
That's a weird line there by Kuda, like just angling the car.
Yeah, a little bit to the left. I thought he was gonna crash, but he didn't. So good on him, and he does crash here. So Zach. So all Zach's prayers have been answered by the Trackmania gods. Will he be able to make the overtake? But Kuda going through the identity now, he might be able to do it cleanly as he has his practice done. And yes, he takes it cleanly, so he still finishes first ahead of Zach.
And I think that's gonna be a finalist for Kuda there. He just needs to score another win in order to secure that spot in the finals. So yeah, so I think first place, if Kuda scores that win in the next round, the score is gonna be settled. But yeah, anything can happen though as we go into this third map, which is Polite Decline. I think one of the more interesting maps of this edition, because like we're seeing quite a lot of plastic in this one.
Yeah, reusing or recycling the plastics that are thrown away each day by people around the world. So that is a good use to the plastics, which I personally support. So that's a good thing. But yeah, we have a lot of plastic in this map, and yeah, one of the skills that is needed for this track is being able to drive on plastic and not just losing time. Being able to, make all your movements, all your wheel movements count.
Indeed, yeah. But yeah, 15 seconds until the warm-up ends. We're gonna see if Kuda can secure that first spot in the grand finals, or will Zach secure that way earlier than he did. But yeah, round is about to start. Here we go.
Everyone is really close at the start here. Kuda and Zach taking a similar line, and Zach actually is leading for now. Really surprising to see. Kuda on second place, trying to hunt down Zach, but it seems like Zach has the lines which are quite different, it seems, from Kuda. So Kuda now goes for an overtake as he takes the riskier route. right before that one.
Oh, Zach! Oh, with a terrible landing there into that transition.
And Macaroni goes for the overtake on Zach, it seems. Yes, he goes for the overtake and takes second. Zach looking to take second place back from Macaroni, yeah? And we have a little fight here. We have Macaroni against Zach. Zach making a mistake. Macaroni makes the same
Oh
mistake. So they're
my!
both slow, but Zach still on second place. So Macaroni is going to finish third, it seems, if he doesn't make any mistakes here.
Yep, that's still a second place for Zach, and we say GG to Kuda for securing that first grand final slot. There you go. So now it's a 3-horse race between Zach, Mir, and Macaroni. Macaroni currently trailing a bit behind with with 33 points, but I think Mir is the closest that can put a challenge on Zach, as Zach unfortunately failing that first transition, so he's gonna be out of contention for this round. And
yeah, Zach is just 8 points away now from being able to secure a finalist spot before he can win or take second place here. But with that mistake, that's not going to help him at all. Macaroni now on first though, so it's not Mir at least. Not a lot of points on the board for Mir there, so Macaroni is probably going to equalize his points or get closer to Mir, which might be really important for him if things do turn around.
Oh, and unfortunately things doesn't seem to be turning around as Mir turns around his car in this transition, which should give Macaroni a safe 10 point for this round.
Yeah, and Zach seems to be finishing on third position, so that's not going to be good for him. He's not going to be able to get finalist here. He's going to have to wait a few more rounds until he can take finalist.
Oh, it's not going to be able to finish. He's not going to get the 5 points, so this is unfortunate for Zach.
He might be on a little position right now. He's like, maybe he's like, I can get into the grand finals, and you know, he's thinking about it. You know, stuff like that really affects you when you play. You know, you're suddenly
the nerves
trembling.
are getting to him. Yeah.
Yeah, that could be a factor, but we have been seeing him doing really good, and we really hope that he can show his pace here, and he seems to be able to do it right now. He is showing his pace.
Yeah, fortunately for him, the other players are also having a bit of an issue there in the first place, so all he can do now is save, and he should be able to get that finalist mode.
Yeah, exactly. All he has to do is save, so no need to throw the cars around and try to get close to the walls. All you have to do is just get to the finish line and get the points, because that's what's important right now. Which he will, it seems. Yeah, he will take first place now. Macaroni and Mir still third and fourth. I mean, second and third respectively, but Mir is much farther behind Macaroni.
Yeah,
It's not going to help him at all. Now we have a second finalist in Zach. Will he be able to close it out immediately?
Well, we'll find out soon.
Yeah, we'll have to see for ourselves. Starting the, I think, final round on this track. Mir takes the early lead. Macaroni's following on second. Macaroni takes first now. It's a really close fight between him and Zach. Both of them inside each other. And Zach hits the wall, so Macaroni is going to get promoted to first. It's going to be really important here that Zach maintains or overtakes both players, as both players are now overtaking Zach. Zach has the pace here, but he seems to be struggling somehow.
Yeah, that's very uncharacteristic of Zach, because as we've seen some very good rounds from Zach, but unfortunately it's just not there. Yeah, as you said, the nerves are getting to
Macaroni making mistakes, so Zach is now promoted back to first. It will, or it may be, yes, it will be his win to take. And he secures second position just like that.
Wow.
A little bit of a interesting turn of events, but we now have a second position finisher, and Zach finishes ahead of both Mir and Macaroni.
Yep, congratulations to Kuda and Zach for making it to the grand finals. As we are seeing, I think on the second match, I think we are seeing some double finalist situation here between Jovan and Etoli. But yeah, I think that round is also going to end very soon. If we have time to join into it.
Yeah, we'll see how that match is going. It's going to be a really interesting one as we have a few notable players there.
So yeah, we are joining into this map, which is going to be Jovan's map. So Jovan and Etoli are gonna be fighting for that grand final slot here. But yeah, good luck to these players as we hop into Polus, the map by Jovan. So Jovan here probably having a bit of a mapper advantage, but we'll see if Etoli can stop Jovan's advance into the grand final. Well, that's not gonna be the way to end that round, as we see Stars and Jovan are still fighting it out for that final slot.
Yeah, so yeah, we see Jovan on first here. He might be able to close it out really quickly here, unless Stars do show up in the end on the identity, most importantly. But it seems like Jovan might be able to have this round win since he has the mapper advantage. He knows the map's ins and outs.
Yeah, as you can see.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Oh, and he still takes it anyway, while Stars struggles to get into the finish. A little bit of an unbelievable finish over there. I didn't even expect that to happen. Jovan missed it, and Stars also missed it. But Stars went on to try to finish, but Jovan makes it.
What an interesting end to the round there. Both Jovan and Stars missing that risky fin, but in the end, it still somehow works out for Jovan. So, but yeah, congratulations to your grand finalists for the Indonesia Trackmania Cup. We are going to see, if I refresh my bracket real quick, we are going to see Kuda and Zach, and also Sky and Jovan in the grand finals.
It's going to be one hell of a match. It's going to be really, really interesting to see how these players play on these maps, especially with the pace that they have.
Yeah,
it's going to be a tight battle.
Yeah, unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to Etoli, Stars, Mir, and Macaroni. Yeah, both Equinox players are out of the event, sadly. But yeah, we have a bit of a wait before the finals start, so don't go anywhere. The grand finals will start at 9:45 p.m. local time, so we are going to see you then. So yeah, don't go anywhere. We'll be back
10 minutes from now.
and we are back for the grand finals of the Indonesia Trackmania Cup. Still with me, Resident14, and with also on my side is Leviathan. How are you? How pumped are you with this for these grand finals?
Super pumped. It's gonna be a really stacked game. I think we have a new player who is just joining ITC and making it into the grand finals in Zach. He is
the rookie,
a really good player.
The rookie to watch.
Yeah, the rookie to watch. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how he fares against I would say the old dogs of the Indonesian community. But I think overall it's going to be a really interesting game. We'll have either everyone's going to be really close to each other, or we'll have two fights happening at every time.
Yeah, Zach, if you haven't heard of Zach already, likes this new name, has been on the top 5 of every Indonesian leaderboards on every campaign map that you have over here. But yeah, recently starting to get in touch with the Trackmania community, joined the Indonesia Discord as well, and now is taking part on his first ever Indonesia Trackmania Cup and also on the grand finals as well on his first ever showing. So what an incredible sight to see. As I said, he's gonna be the rookie to watch. So as a quick refresher, the map pack over here, 3 brand new mixed slam maps made by the community. We have Polite Decline by Doogie, we have Polus by Jovan, Embankment by Gamers. 2 of these maps have identities, and funnily enough, the two of the maps with identities happen to be made by Indonesian mappers. So I think we already seeing like the general style of Indonesian mapping right here.
Yeah, having identities, I think, especially, since the inception of like ITCs and such, it's been really interesting to see how the mappers create the maps here, and I think seeing their versions of identities now is gonna be really fun to watch.
Yeah, and
like we've had some awesome rounds as well over on the previous matches. It's gonna be, I think, even more awesome, especially in the grand finals now. These players are picked because, they have done really well, and I think they all deserve a spot to be here right now to show you guys some entertainment.
Yeah, indeed. And yeah, what better way to start with this map with, I think, one of my favorite identities of this Indonesian Trackmania Cup. We have Embankment by Gaming Gamist with a very high risk but high reward identity. But which you shall see. If you're just tuning in, welcome. Sit back, relax, get your beverage of choice, since we are about to start with the grand final of the Indonesia Trackmania Cup. We have we're now gonna play, unlike the previous matches, we're gonna play until 100 points for the finalist mode. But yeah, matches starting soon. So yeah, good luck, have fun to all of the players.
Let's not forget that we have another warm-up here. We have a 1-minute warm-up before it actually starts. Everyone seems to be doing a backwards thing. I do not know what's happening over on their end, but
all right, let's
this is hilarious to see.
Let's commentate this backwards round. Currently, Jovan and Sky are way ahead. Zach is unfortunately falling a bit back, and yeah, we're just seeing how far can these players get whilst being backwards at the moment. So yeah, 33 seconds left in the warm-up. Kuda with that speed boost on the grass, really understanding the backwards physics, but unfortunately being too fast, so losing all of that. And I think he says he's given up his round, whereas Zach currently is able to proceed much further than the others. So I think we have a winner for the Indonesia Backwards Trackmania Championship, which is Zach. Congratulations.
Wait, what? Is it not Sky? Sky is way ahead.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it. Okay, so Sky has won. Okay, so congratulations to Sky for winning. I forgot to take a look at.
This is the live run
Wait,
and they're
this
all
is the
doing it.
live
Oh.
run. They're all doing it backwards.
Ain't no
Okay.
way. Okay, I will just commentate over this. I don't know what's happening over on their end, but they have some sort of
I think a gentleman's agreement
agreement.
is in effect
Yeah.
right here. So everyone is now doing this first round backwards.
Seems like we'll have to update the rule books after this one. But as for now, we see Jovan actually leading with his RPG skills, of course. So now Kuda on second position,
Oh, Zach sliding
looking
out.
to yeah, Kuda looking to pounce on Jovan. Zach and Sky seems to be having their own fight as well here. Very, very close fight between these two players here.
Oh, I think Jovan is streaking further ahead. So I think Sky and Zach are fighting very close. Kuda is meanwhile is still trying to chase Jovan right here into the into this part of the map. Oh,
Jovan
Jovan, I think making
Never mind, he still makes it, so he still retains first place. He's now still on first, so he is basically en route to making it. It's gonna be really, really difficult identity now having to do it backwards. And Jovan respawns, question mark, and goes forward instead. Is this some strats that yeah, one of the strats ever. So Jovan actually finishes first with that. Kuda on second. It seems like all the players are restarting here. I think there is something that would stop them to continue.
I think, yeah, as I said, probably a gentleman's agreement is in effect right here. So yeah, so congratulations to our actual winner of the Indonesia Backwards Trackmania Championship. It's Jovan.
Jovan do be the backwards king. Okay, now we have a normal round. So
yeah, okay, so I think Jovan didn't get the
back.
memo, still trying to do it backwards. So yeah. So yeah, now the round actually starts.
Yeah, and now we see, of course, Kuda being on his own element. Taking first and just pulling away. Sky tries to catch up to him, but he's gonna be there and thereabouts behind Kuda for now, and Jovan.
Oh yeah, I just realized the reason why they have to respawn in the identity because there's a no break block on the identity there. So yeah, whatever they do, they won't be able to go to.
Oh, so that makes it so that they can't even go backwards.
Yeah.
It's like freewheel.
Yeah, it's basically like freewheel but backwards. Exactly. That's what's basically happening here.
Yeah, and now we're seeing Kuda heading towards the identity now. In first position, will he be able to get it through cleanly? It seems like he will. He's going onto the S's now, onto the final, and he actually bumps. So Sky takes first position. Kuda with the mistake. Zach takes second. That's gonna be really important for Zach as well, and Sky.
Yeah, Zach is finally on the board now with 7 points even.
Yup. So I think we have a little bit of a mixed up ranking now. We have 15, 13, 12. It's going to be really close between all the players now. And we'll see how they will fare on to this next round here. Jovan now on fourth, starting out. Kuda, of course, starting on first. So he will continue on to keep his lead. Jovan jumping to second place. Zach and Sky making a mistake over on the dirt section. Will Sky be able to overtake Zach? He might be able to on this grass section, and yes, he does.
Into the water section, very smooth by everyone, no mistakes whatsoever. Yeah, you have to watch out on the right side of that transition from water to the road because there's like a really big angle block that can kind of yeet you upwards. So players are trying their best to avoid that.
Now it's a really close battle up in front with the purple and white and purple and black team, Kurz and Antic, of course. Will Kuda be able to finish now and not make the same mistake as last time? And yes, he does. He takes first place, and Jovan makes amends for his last round, finishing second.
Indeed. So now the rounds are definitely getting mixed up right now. So currently wow, 2 points separates the top 3 players. Zach, unfortunately, trailing behind at 10 points. But yeah, next round is underway. Oh, Zach with a bit of a not so good line. They're losing a lot of speed, and yeah, basically being 1.5 seconds behind. Not a good start there by Zach.
Ooh, Sky with the really risky line there doesn't make it, so he touches the wall. Jovan inherits second position, tries to catch up to Kuda. It seems like Jovan actually is faster on the middle part of this track, or the second sector. But will he be able to catch up to Kuda just in time before the finish line? What a sick rhyme. Kuda stays on ahead on first. Zach still on fourth.
I think Kuda almost hit that tree there, but manages to hold on. But let's see into the identity. Kuda still very clean. We're watching from Jovan's point of view. Very clean by both Kuda and Jovan, and Zach now finishing in third, so there must have been a mistake there by Sky.
Yeah, absolutely. Sky giving or finishing fourth position is quite unorthodox. I think it's quite interesting to see that. Yeah, it's just how close. It's really just showing how close it is between these players. You know, all these players. You know, all they have to do is just make one mistake and boom, they're out.
Yep, indeed. And now we are moving to map number 2, which is Polite Decline. So as it stands, Kuda is still ahead with 32 points, Jovan on second with 27 points, Sky with 23 points, and Zach trailing behind with 15 points. Even though Zach will probably not score highly in this grand finals, but we still appreciate him for trying. And yeah, still a very huge effort in trying to get into the grand finals on his first ever showing in the Indonesia Trackmania Cup.
Then again, we haven't finished yet. It's still quite a long way until we finish this game. So who knows what will happen over the next few minutes, or yeah, couple of minutes. Zach might be able to, you know, make the least amount of mistakes and take, who knows, maybe second or third. Okay, now we are finishing the warm-up, so on to the round we go. An exciting round at that. On Polite Decline, everyone starts equally, of course, on the same position. Zach on second place, behind Kuda, third now. Kuda with a massive advantage, starting off there with a really good line. He's going to take the outside line through here, giving him another massive advantage.
Interesting
Sky.
line there by Zach as I see him, but unfortunately not gonna be good for his speed as he falls back down from second place to fourth place.
It really shows that Kuda has been putting the hours. He's been practicing these maps, and he knows where to go. He knows which area is faster to go to. And it really shows. Look at it, like, just going really fast.
Yeah, exactly.
Onto this last part, and boom, he finishes first, of course, with a 54.9.
Indeed, 54.9, and as I see it, I'm not sure if that is how good is that time. I keep forgetting to open up my leaderboards here.
That time would put him on
fifth, actually. 54.9, yeah, fifth in the leaderboard. Kuda currently has the second best time on the leaderboard, 54.0, but yeah. We still have
Sky now leading.
Yeah, exactly.
Not sure what happened to Kuda at the start there, but now we have a fight for first position. Between Sky, Jovan, and Zach. They are all trading positions now. Kuda looking to take back his rightful place, but it seems like he's gonna have to work for it really hard. Kuda has a better line than Zach, so he takes third, overtaking Zach, while Jovan and Sky still fighting for first position. Will they be able to stay ahead of Kuda? Find out in the next episode. And Sky dies.
And the next episode has indeed released to glowing ratings as Kuda continues with the second, Sky failing that platform, and Zack unfortunately also becoming the biggest loser. They're failing that plastic bridge jump into the finish.
Yeah, of course, Kuda with the advantage now, 49 points ahead. Well, not ahead, but 9 points ahead of Jovan on second place. It's not as far as I thought it would be, because Kuda has been putting up some really great times here and there and showing really good pace. But he's still just 9 points ahead of second place.
Yeah, I
But
think,
of course,
unfortunately, Jovan and Sky not really having the best of starts. Zack also losing a lot of speed there, but Kuda continues to drive further away from the others.
everyone seemed to have bonked that round except for Kuda, so Kuda is just going to reap all the rewards there, finishing first for himself, while Sky with the second least mistakes, no, the first least mistakes. So
The first least mistake, yeah.
yeah, he's
Words.
gonna take second place, and Jovan rounding out the table, so Zack finishes third. Will Jovan be able to finish even? Yes, he does. He is still able to finish, so that is 3 important points to him, who is still
Indeed.
second in this tournament.
Indeed. I think now, yeah, still very much the same in running order, as I think we're entering the final round in this map. So I think after this round we will be moving to another map, as Jovan once again not having the best of start, losing some precious time.
Kuda, of course, again on the lead. We'll focus on the second and third positions now. Zack looking to...
Oh,
He doesn't seem to be looking anymore, so Sky is still going to be on second place, free of all the pressure from Zack now. Jovan quite far behind, so Sky is looking for a mistake by Kuda, which is going to be really unlikely, but is still possible.
indeed. Yeah, Jovan and Zack still fighting for that. Jovan with not a good line. Can Zack pass him? And yes, he can.
Oh, Kuda makes some mistakes, but he still finishes first.
Oh, that's good for Kuda there.
I have a theory. He might have been just styling. You know, he was showing that he can grind his car on the railing.
For the content, yeah, for the content.
Yeah, for the content, exactly. And nice points by Kuda. I think it was.
Oh yeah, 69 points there by Kuda, as we see in the standings at the moment. Yep, indeed, we have Kuda at 69 points.
One of the points ever. Still a really close fight for second place here. Sky and Jovan is only like separated by 3 points, while Zack is on his first grand final only 10 points behind of Jovan, so, or 13 points behind Jovan. So I think it's a really good showing by Zack, as we still have more rounds to go here. As long as the others make mistakes and Zack keeps it really clean and consistent, he might be able to maybe even snipe for third.
Yeah. So Zack, I think Zack, if Zack can like do consistent rounds as we have seen a bit before from him, he should be able to get through that deficit and chase that third place. But yeah, anything can happen in this map of Jovan's.
It's gonna be a really interesting round here. Who makes the finish even on this map?
Yeah.
As this map has a really tight finish. There has been a lot of interesting rounds, to say the least, in
Also,
this map.
don't forget to say hi to the Amogus on the right-hand side as we go into the first round of this map.
Hello, Amogus. Well, he's now at the start, and Zack fails his... he gets a no slide there, so unfortunate by Zack, but now we have a fight on the front here. We have 3 players fighting for first. Jovan is leading, of course, on his own map, so it's something that...
Huh?
that we would be expecting, but it seems like we are off. Our expectations are off. So now Kuda is leading. Sky on second place, not too far off. He might be able to snipe off Kuda, but seems to be unlikely here unless Kuda makes a mistake on the identity itself.
Yep, let's watch both of these players into the identity. Right, left, right, left, right, and into the finish they go.
And Kuda
Oh!
actually manages to finish, so Sky takes first place. This
Wow.
identity is amusing. As a player, I'm very sure it's very frustrating, but
Yeah.
as a spectator, this is amazing.
Yeah, like that narrow gap into the finish. You really need a perfect line in the slalom section, like just before. If you fail just a bit and you can do whatever Kuda did and like just pirouette off of the finish.
Yeah. And now we go on to the second round here. We have Jovan on first place, of course. On his map, he should be, I mean, as we expect from the mapper himself, he should know his maps really, really well. Guy on second place. Kuda seems to have made a mistake, so he's down on fourth. Zach not too far off from second place as well, so he might be able to snipe Sky here. He might be in the mix, but he is not anymore. He is not in the mix. He's out from the mix. Kuda inheriting third place. Now Jovan onto the identity. He might be able to do this cleanly as he knows this map by heart. He should be able to finish here, and yes, he does. Sky
Oh,
doesn't make the finish, so Kuda snipes him.
wow, unbelievable. Yeah. Anything can happen. Remember, anything can happen in this map.
One of the maps ever.
Yeah, Kuda is currently 19 points away from that finalist slot.
Yeah, he's now really close to this finalist slot as Zach makes another mistake, so he's gonna be lagging behind the top three players now. Kuda on third position, trying to catch up to Jovan and Sky. Jovan and Sky are fighting for first position now, and Kuda is now back in the frame as Jovan makes a mistake. Now he is fighting for first position. Sky fights him back, but Kuda takes first place comfortably here. Now Sky is behind Kuda. Will he be able to do a better identity or finish ahead of Kuda due to his mistakes? As we go on to the identity, now we see Sky trailing Kuda. Sky seems to have lifted a little there, and Kuda makes it to the finish, so Sky finishes second. Zach might be able to take third, and Jovan, the map maker, is gonna finish fourth.
I think Jovan might have had an issue there, so Zach decided to take the safe in, and yeah, that's a much needed 5 points for him, but still nowhere in contention. Okay, once again, Zach here falling a bit behind from the others, so I'm not sure that line he's trying out is working for that first transition. But here we try to... Oh no, things are not doing good for for Sky right here as he falls back to third place now. Kuda and Jovan are fighting way ahead. Still fighting way ahead. So now Kuda is past Jovan for that first place, but still anything can happen as we approach the identity.
Yeah, Kuda now on first position. Will he be able to close out the identity as cleanly as he can? And yes, he does.
Jovan, they're missing the identity, so now Sky is gonna snipe him. So that's another 7 points for Sky. So I think now Kuda has enough points to get that finalist spot. Indeed he is, and there you go, finalist mode for Kuda. He just needs to secure another win in the upcoming map here, which should be Embankment again, if I'm not mistaken. Yep,
it is. We're back on Embankment, the map created by Gaming Gamers, one of the top players here in Indonesia.
Yep. And yeah, one of the more interesting maps as well. Like both route-wise and scenery-wise. Like, it's kind of like what you expect in like a World Tour style map, even though not as hard as a World Tour. Even though like the original version of this map was actually as hard as like World Tour maps.
Yeah, we had to dial down the difficulty as it was um qu- quite inspired, I would say, by World Tour
Quite
maps. Not easy.
inspired. Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't inspired by the easy maps. It was inspired by the difficult or the
Yeah, the
normal
art
versions
version
of
maps,
the
yeah.
map. Now, as we had very interesting rounds last time here with Kuda making mistakes as well as other players, it's going to be a really interesting return to this map, seeing who is the most consistent through the identity at the end there.
Yeah, let's see if Kuda can finally secure his win right here. They're coming into the left and to the right into this dirt section. Still very close against each other, so no drama so far from these players. So very close, but Kuda once again streaking far ahead from everyone else. Jovan trying out that inside line, working out for him, so now he's in third place. Into the water section right here. Jovan and Sky fighting really close there. Into
Jovan going a little bit wide there, so losing a little bit of ground to Sky, but he might have a better slingshot through here, so it might be a really good exit here by Jovan, but Jovan still on third position, looking to still overtake Sky. He has a better landing here, but will he be able to make through that? Just about, and he had to slow down, so Sky is gonna...
Zach failing the identity there. But yeah.
Sky takes first position. Kuda seems to have to make a mistake up on first earlier.
Yeah, very unfortunate there by Kuda. So still denied of that first place. As Sky is now inching closer to that other finalist position, finalist mode.
Will we have a double finalist situation here with Kuda making mistakes again, going back on fourth position now? Sky leading the pack. Jovan, a close fight now for first position. As Kuda tries to regain his lost time, lost positions as well. Sky still ahead with a really good margin here. Zach taking second place. He's looking better now on this map. He seems to have found his groove. Jovan overtaken by Kuda. Now he's up to second, overtaking Zach
Kuda
as well.
Is coming back real quick here.
He do be coming back, and he makes a mistake. He bonks that side, so that's gonna cost him a lot. As Sky seems to have got this round in his bag.
Oh, Zach, unfortunately, bad entry
and Sky bonks, so that is no bag for Sky, and Jovan takes first position, taking him up to 80 points.
What a round so far we're seeing here. Like,
at this point, we might be able to see a triple finalist situation if Kuda keeps up his mistakes.
Yeah.
Quite interesting, as Kuda seems to be... and he makes a mistake right off the bat there.
Yeah, unfortunately Kuda doesn't seem to be putting forth his best effort in this round and competing at the best of his ability as he does the flip Peroni there. But yeah, so far, 3 players are still in contention for this round at the very least. Yes, now currently Sky and Jovan are still far ahead from the rest of the field. Oh, Jovan there, I think, having a bit of an issue with that small little transition. Losing a lot of that line as Zach passes him for second place. Jovan is out there. Kuda still nowhere to be seen. Oh, and Jovan also fails. Oh, Zach also fails the identity there. Oh, ooh, watch out. And Kuda, I think, now is trying to...
Yeah.
Oh, that snipe though for a second, but yeah. I think denying Zach of that second place, so Zach still has to be happy with that that third place. So now we have a double finalist. So Kuda now has to step up his game if he wants to secure that first place.
Yeah, it's getting more interesting now as we see Kuda making mistakes, quite uncharacteristic from him. Jovan might be able to actually take this first position here. If he does, it's going to be even a three-way finalist. If he takes this one and the next one, of course. But
yeah. And unfortunately, Zach is out of contention after that mistake on the grass section. So here we go. Kuda is still far ahead. Sky and Jovan are still fighting very close against each other. Kuda on ice on the bobsleigh into this small little section. Very smooth, no drama whatsoever at the moment. Jovan is trailing a bit behind. So now all down into the identity. Any one of these two players can win it. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be the case for Sky as Kuda crosses the finish line at first and therefore securing his first position. So Kuda is your Indonesia Trackmania Cup May 2023 edition winner. Congratulations to Kuda.
Congratulations. Yeah, it was a great session by him. He did really well, even though he had mistakes at the end there, but deserving winner, I think.
Yeah, indeed, indeed. So now we are now fighting for that second and third position. And we go into the map that might be deciding that second place, which is Polite Decline by Doogie. At the moment, Jovan is currently one win away from that finalist position, and Zach trailing a bit behind with 69 points. Nice.
yeah, this seems to be the round that Sky could actually finish his finalist mode if he doesn't make any mistakes. Everyone seems to be really far off of each other. Sky. Being in the warm-up round, this doesn't actually matter. So
Yeah.
yeah, ain't no way. Happens, I guess. But yeah, it's gonna be really interesting to see. Jovan is just one win away from being in finalist. He might have the pressure now on him to be able or to have to break Sky's. Zach starting on first position now. Jovan on third, not something that he would be looking after. So
Ooh,
really close fight here.
Interesting line there by Zach.
Jovan and Sky now fighting for second position. Zach is still up on first, so he does have some sort of advantage in this round against the other two players. It's going to be really interesting to see who will be able to take first here, as Zach actually really shows that he is able to fight for first position for quite some time.
Yeah, indeed. Now Zach, I think, is starting to wake up here as we see him go through that finish into the almost messing up that bridge section there, but still gets that 10 points. So now we are still on. We still have Sky on the finalist, but Zach is slowly catching up. But will he be able to catch up in time? Because if the next map is being played, that's gonna be Jovan's territory.
But even on his own territory, he makes a lot of mistakes, so it's still up in the air anyway.
Exactly. Oh,
Zach
as
makes a
speaking of
mistake there.
mistakes, yeah. Zach does make a mistake, so I think now it's now Sky's game to lose, I think, as he continues on in his first place.
Yeah, Sky looking to finish his game pretty early here, so he's gonna try to finish this off now. But he makes a little clip there, but he should still be able. Zach coming with a lot of speed, but he clips the wall, which then allows Sky to actually finish first, which ends his finalist, and he takes second place.
Yep, second place goes to Sky, so good game to Sky. So now we only have that third place left, the final spot in that podium between Jovan and Zach. Jovan now already has that finalist mode, so Zach, if he wants to win, he has to basically win every single round from now on.
Yeah, but it seems like Zach has been some sort of, how I would say, like waking up over this past few rounds. He seemed to be showing more pace. So
a sleeping giant, if you may.
Yeah, so now he should be able to put up some sort of a fight against Jovan now.
Yeah, as you
if he
can
does
see.
take this win, it's gonna affect Jovan even more. So
yeah,
it's gonna be tough for Jovan, but it's gonna be some sort of a fairy tale story, I would say, to Zach on his debut.
Exactly. Oh, Jovan makes a mistake, so now that's gonna be another round win for Zach if he doesn't fail. And there you go. Unbelievable stuff we're seeing right here as Zach continues to stop Jovan from getting that third place. Jovan continues getting denied of that finalist as we go to potentially the last round of this map.
Yeah, I think Zach would like to say otherwise to you. Zach is still looking very strong on this map, so he is ahead of Jovan right now. He might be able to get finalists here, and we might have a double finalist situation at the end of this round. But I would not say anything, which I have anyway, until the end of this round. Zach extending his lead even further from Jovan. Jovan still trying to catch up to Zach, but he seems to be lacking the pace, which is quite uncharacteristic, I think, from Jovan. And also from Zach. Zach suddenly wakes up and decides to do better than how he did, I think, on the past few maps. And of course, Zach takes the win here, so we have a double finalist position. Right now, we're in a position of 2.
I can't believe what we're seeing here. I just can't believe what we're seeing here. Like, now we have 2 finalists, so now it's the sudden death round on basically Jovan's map.
Yeah, it's down to this one important round. They have a warm-up to get themselves in the groove, and maybe we'll have one heck of a round waiting ahead of us.
But yeah, if you are still watching, welcome to what is potentially gonna be the round of all ages in the Indonesian Trackmania Cup. What is going to turn into a fairy tale story with our upcoming rookie Zach trying to stop one of the established players, Jovan, in his own map, in his own territory here. Now we're going to see what is going to happen. Remember, anything can happen in this map. We have seen a lot of dreams being broken on this map alone.
Yeah, Zach seems to be taking third position here if everything goes his way, and it doesn't go his way, and Jovan also doesn't.
It's warm up.
Oh, it's warm up. What is happening to me today? Why am I not so focused? I should be focusing. Okay, so now we are starting the round. This is gonna be a really important round for these 2 players.
Oh, very close. As you can see, both players, the numbers are red. You know that it is a sudden death round. whoever wins this round is going to secure that third place slot in the podium.
I'd like to say that I was also warming up for my casting, so it's a double warm-up situation earlier. You guys can't, But yeah, we see Jovan now on first position and Zach behind him.
Yeah, Zach
now
is
onto
not
the
having the best of lines here, so he's losing half a second. So into the identity we go. What is going to happen here? Oh no, Zach is yes, that's a fail from Zach, and yeah.
Jovan takes it, so Jovan finishes third. A good effort by all the players tonight. We see Kuda, of course, finishing first, Sky on second, Jovan on third, and a debutant, We have
Yeah.
Zach on fourth position, which is, I think, a really, really good finishing position at the end as a rookie.
Yeah, congratulations to all players. Like, every single one of these finalists have been amazing. Like, this is what Indonesian Trackmania is all about. Like, this match right here, like what you have just witnessed, it's basically Indonesian Trackmania at its best.
Yeah, hats off to all the players tonight. They did really well. They showed a lot of good entertainment to us as well, with some interesting rounds here and there, and also some
some
awesome
shenanigans.
Yeah, some awesome Trackmania as well.
Yeah, respectable effort from Zach as always. Like, we're kind of sad that it didn't turn out to become the Cinderella story that it's meant to be, but yeah, we still commend him for his effort. Like, a rookie still securing that finalist spot. So for their effort, our friends of Logitech have also offered to give them a merchandise courtesy of Logitech. So congratulations to all the finalists. You are not walking away empty-handed. You have received some cool merch courtesy of our sponsor Logitech G.
Yeah, thank you, Logitech G, for sponsoring this edition of ITC. Yeah, hopefully this is one of many.
Exactly. But yeah, unfortunately, that is our time that we have for today. Once again, congratulations to all of the finalists. A very interesting display of Indonesian Trackmania that we have just witnessed. But yeah, we will see you next month for the next edition of the Indonesia Trackmania Cup. I've been Reza014, and he's been Leviathan.
Yeah, I have been, I think.
from the Fast Point Twitch channel. Good night, and watch some
Good
TMCL.
night.
Watch some TMCL.
Yeah, TMCL is happening, guys.
Yeah. All right. See ya.